guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So we're going to carry on with our no rules journal, and I just want to say a big thank you for all your lovely messages in the last video. I'm so pleased that you're liking it, and I want to say a big thank you to Julie. I got super thanks. That made me so happy. I was ecstatic, and I just want to say a big thank you. So there we go. Thank you. Right, now I hope you guys have given this a go, whether you've had time to do it yet, but we've just gone through and we've made all the pages yesterday, flips and things. So today I thought we would just go in and pop in some pockets, maybe some tucks and things like that. Now I've already gone through some of the things that I've already made in previous videos. I didn't make these in previous videos, but these are a couple of little embellishments that I've actually sort of like hand sewn on there. They're little beads, and look at that. I just thought, how pretty would that be on there? I think that's really lovely. So I've just put these out. This one I love, but I think it looks a little bit like a snowflake. But I've got some ephemera, just bits that I haven't sort of like embellished or anything, and I've just picked out things on here. Now I've got the Friday Freebies in here. These are things that I've made for Instagram things, just things that I've made previously, and I think these are going to go in to the journal lovely. So go through what you've already made, because then it's not going to take us long to sort of fill it up. I've got all these lovely tags that I've made, all these lovely little bits and pieces. I've got these little frames that I made, which are just beautiful. The back isn't very tidy, but this will be stuck on. It's sort of like three-dimensional, so I think that will look lovely on the page. So go through all your bits, because I know lots of you like making the embellishments and find it hard to make the journals, but this is easy. This one was quite easy, so I've just picked out just a few bits that I think will go in there. This I made on Instagram yesterday. This one I posted on Instagram yesterday, and it was just a envelope. It's just an envelope, which I embellished. I've got two little pockets here, a little pocket there, and then on the back I just tore a piece of paper and popped this little ballerina girl in there. So this is what I would like to put in here to start off with. So I thought, I did have a think, I was going to put it on this page like that. So I would attach it to this bit, and then this would flip out. But I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to do something, and I want to put it, this page, if I slide it on and attach it to there, it won't fit because it goes over this edge bit. But if I sort of pull it out slightly, just hold on to this, now it's underneath, like that. So it's like that, so it's just over the top. I can stick it down like that, so this will fold in like that and stay, you know, it's not going to get squashed in the little foldy bit. So I'm going to stick that to that, and then on this side, because it's going to look like that, I'm going to make a little pocket on this side so we can slide something in there. So that's what I'm going to start off first. So I'm not going to embellish with fabric or lace or anything like that. I'm just going to concentrate on the flips and the pockets today, so that it will give you some ideas, hopefully. So the first thing I'm going to do, because I just love this paper, so the first thing I'm going to do is just pop. I'm going to use my 3-in-1. I had some questions actually about the glue gun on here, and I do use the glue gun, but I would use it sort of sparingly, if you know what I mean. Hang on, I'm going to just do this different. Just, you know, you don't want to use too much glue gun in your work, because, you know, it can make it a little bit sort of bulky. Do you know what I mean? So let me just hold that like that down there. I'm going to just draw a tiny little pencil line along here. Not that we're going to see it. Make sure that's level on there. And then we're not going to sit because we're going to pop a little, what's it called, a pocket on there anyway. So I'm going to pop some glue on here like this, just a bit down there. I'm using the 3-in-1 because it's you know, it's a good glue, but you can use tacky glue on here because it's just paper to paper. So I'm going to put that on there, close that up, pop this so it's sort of level on there, and then push it in, and then we'll just stick it down. So I know you guys got lots of ephemera, lots and lots of things that you've made, and this is the journal which you can put it into, because we can put all sorts of eclectic-y bits in here. So there we go, look at that. So that just flips over, so that's your page, that flips out. We like little flip outs, don't we? I think that looks really, really nice. So, and it fits in there lovely. So, and then what we can do, we can come back. Shall I make a pocket now before I forget? I've got these that I made. I can't remember when I made these, but I think that's going to be just a little bit too big. But I just think they're lovely. It's just a bit too tall on there, I think. Oh, I don't know. I think that will look quite nice, actually. I might do that. I might just stick that on there. Like that. Because I don't mind having, you know, seeing these bits on there. I think that looks quite nice. I'm going to do that. Do you know I'm going to do that? I'm going to stick that on. So I'm going to get my pencil again. Just, right, this is the edge here. I'm going to pull it out just a little bit because I want to mark that little bit there and that little bit there. So that means I need to put glue from here down here and all the way, so it gives me a glue guide. Now I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use tacky glue because we, you know, it's going to work fine. And this I want to make into a pocket, so we're going to put glue along this edge. Now if you wanted to sandwich in a little bit of fabric in there, you can, but I'm not going to on this. I can actually add it in afterwards if I need to, because I want to just concentrate on adding the pockets and pieces into this one. So let's just turn that over gently. A little bit of oozy glue there, so that will stick down. So fabulous. So this, because we can add a little bit of a ruffle down through there if need be, but then that comes out, so it's not going to sort of stick too well. So there we go. So then we have a pocket there and we have a little tuck in there, which all of these little things can go in, which I think look lovely. Right, I'm going to leave that to dry now. So that was quick and simple. So we're going to start from the beginning. Let's start here. This front page I'm going to leave. I'm just going to leave that because I want to add little bits more lace and stuff on there. So that's going to be our fabric-y bit for tomorrow. I normally do on, because this is going to be on the Wednesday tomorrow, I normally do the Lost Mojo, but I thought I would do the Lost Mojo makes in here and do some fabric-y, you know, lacy bits for that one. So let's have a go in this. Now I've got all of these lovely bits and pieces. So all of these, look at that. So that just goes, and you guys have got these. If you're on the Friday Freebie, you've got these already. So I can just stick that on there. So that's a really, really simple one. I do have another one in here, this one. So we've got this one. I think that one goes better. I think this one goes a little bit better in there. So again, I'm just going to stick this on. We're going to use a little bit of tacky glue, like this, just along. So we're going to have another little sort of pocket, because we want lots of little sort of pockets and little tuck spots where we can put little bits and pieces in. And that's what I think makes a little journal like this lovely. It's little tiny things that you add. Anything that you can sort of like stick down the sides and still have a little pocket at the back and stuff like that. So let's just make sure that's going to stick down. Like that. Stick, stick, stick. There we go. And then again we can just lift that up. We've got our little journaling card in there, and that just sticks down, and then we can put something in there. I'm not going to put anything in there at the moment because I want that glue to dry. So that's lovely. So lovely. What we're going to do on this one, so let's see, let's make something. Shall we make something for this one? I don't want to cover this up too much because it's so pretty. So I do love little flippy bits though. What bits of card? I've got a pile of my papers here, so I've sort of like tried to sort of tidy the desk up a little bit because I can get quite messy. So let's just do a little sort of a tuck thing on here. I would actually, what I would like to do is put like a little bit of lace down there as a little tuck spot actually. Maybe we'll do that now instead. I didn't want to use the lacy bits yet. I wanted to save that to tomorrow. But I'm going to use a little bit of this. This is my lovely, lovely antique-y sort of lace, isn't it? Just what I mean. So if I'm going to put that along the edge. I would glue gun this one. This bit. I'm going to leave this dingly dangling down. Like that. Does it look a bit dark in here today? Let's put that on here. Again, we've got really grotty weather out there. So if that comes down, I was going to put lace across here, wasn't I? So what I might actually do, because I want to put lace on this bit, maybe we'll just have a little smaller tuck up here, quite like this bit. And then I'm going to glue this bit down, and then we can just have a little tuck in there. And then I would like to put a piece of lace, so I would like something sort of dangling down from this bit. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Again, try not to think too much. I don't want to sort of think about this too much. We just want to sort of do it, don't we? Let's just put glue down here like that. And pop that on like that, like so, and then, oh gosh, make sure you don't stick it to the other page. Clip that off like that. Like a little bit more glue here, just a tiny bit. Stick that down. There we go. And then, you know, you've got like a little tuck spot in there. We can add another little bit of trim or something down there tomorrow when we start doing that. But I think that looks really pretty. And then you've got all these sort of like textures coming through, and I think that's what makes journals look really, really sort of pretty and intriguing. We want it to sort of like I want you to want to look at it, if you know what I mean. So let's have a look. What are we going to put on this side? I'm going to leave this like that because this is what I love. I think that's really, this is texture paste. That's what I couldn't think of yesterday. I did put it on the screen. Completely went blank there. So I've got all these bits of ephemera as well, and I've got some of these bits which are just from, I can't remember where they're from, what kit they're from, but I will pop things underneath. I think it's a typed ephemera that I had, a kit, and it's just got all sorts of sort of like typed bits out, and I think they're just really lovely. It's a good little thing to pop in a pocket. isn't it? I think so. That is quite nice, and we are going to make a little pocket where we'll use this. So we want to keep it simple. We want to keep it nice. We want to keep it simple, so we can get it done quick. I don't want you to rush through it, but I want you to not think too much. Just do. Like I was saying yesterday, that, you know, the more you think, the more you sort of doubt yourself. And don't bring out too much. Don't bring out all your embellishments, all your stuff. Get a little pile that you want to sort of put in there, and then it's not too overwhelming. So tomorrow we can pop a little bit of lace or something on there, so that will tuck in. Make sure that, I'll take that out a minute. I'm just being a bit too ambitious there, trying to put that in like that. Now look, this is our guessing game. Do you remember, did you have a guess for this? I'm just going to take one of these. I've got a ton of paper clips now. I'm going to pop that on there because I know that's going to go into that pocket, like so. This I'm going to leave, like I said, because I absolutely love that. This, what shall we do on here? Let's have a look. I think I might like a little flippy thing. Right, I've got a bit of card here. Shall we have like a flippy pocket? Shall we do that? If I put this up, so this flips down. Okay. Let's just use some card. We like little flippy pockets, so that can go on. This can stick down, and then this can open up, and you can journal on this bit. And this can go up, so we need to stick something on the front of here, don't we? Let's just ink that up. Oh, actually I might put a little, should we pop a little notch in here? Just a little diddy one. There we go. There we go. Just so it doesn't go below the little bit there. Like that. So this can be our little journaling spot. And you can actually make, like we did I do it? I can't remember whether I did it on the Instagram one or the video. Let's just pop this to the side a second. Let's find a piece of paper. Oh, this will do. Let's just tear that down and make a little journaling spot on here with our ink. So I'm going to put that there, like that. We're going to get our ink like this, and we are just going to ink around here. It's a nice, quick way to get a little bit of a simple way to get a little journaling spot. Can you see? Like that. So let's pop this one in here like that. Now again, I'm just using this one is the frayed burlap, but you can do it in any colour. So that's what I mean, you can just draw around it and make a little journaling spot. I want to do, you know, a couple of different ideas on here. I hope I'm not making the camera wobble then. Can you see? So when that flips up, you're not going to see it, but when you flip down, you've got a little room to journal in, which is fabulous. I'll keep that just in case I need it. So that's going to go up. This we need to now pop a little something on there. I'm going to leave that open because I'm going to forget where I'm working in. What should we put? Should we put a little journaling card or something on there? What have I got? Little fairy girl. We could just put that on there, but I might like a little paper at the back. Let's see what we've got. Let's pop a little bit of this. Oh look, let's have some little hearts on there. Right. Where's my ruler? Pop that there like that. Tear that down. Go. That will go on there like that, and then she can just sit on there like that. And then, like I said, tomorrow we can sort of add little bits of lace and trim just to pretty it up a little bit. A little bit more ink on here. And I'm only going to glue the middle bit down, because if I'm going to tuck something in this underneath like I like, I'm going to actually just scrunch that up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just make it a little bit scruffier than it is. A little bit of glue in the middle. And pop that on. So just sort of, I can't explain it. It's just do how you feel. Just don't, I'm trying to sort of like say, don't think about it. Just do it. Just what I mean. So that's what I'm trying to do. Just trying to do what comes straight away, and then we can pop her on the front with a little bit of glue. Again, I'm just going to go in the middle like that, because what we can do, if you know, you decide you want to stick it all down, you can just go in under there with a little bit of glue. But if you do it like that, we've always got the option to tuck a little something inside like that. So oopsie daisy, it's a bit wobbly. There we go. Let's pop this on here. She can go on here. I might actually put a bit of paper on the back. Shall we use a little bit of this, because that will actually go, won't it, with that. I'm going to, unless, where's that torn piece? See, that's the other way, isn't it? We could put that on there. That's quite nice, isn't it? Could go better on that side. See, overthinking. I'm just going to do this just down like that. Like that. Doesn't matter if it's wonky. Pop this on. This will have to be stuck right down, because we're sticking this over the top of it, and we don't want that to fall off. So I'm going to do that, and then this will flip down like that. So let's get some glue. I'm using the double-sided one, but if you've only printed out on one side, use that. I like to put double-sided on mine so that I can make little booklets and flip outs and things like that, and you've got something on the other side, but you don't have to. Let's stick that down like that. And then I'm going to actually use a little bit of this for the back of this one. And again, I'm going to glue down the 3 sides. Let me open up so I don't glue it together. Like that. There we go. Pop that on. Oops. Stick you right there. Like so. Lovely. Now, how we're going to keep this up, we are going to use a little paper clip. Now, we made our little embellishment folder, didn't we? I've got these paper clips, so I've actually got some ones with little embellishments on. Maybe we could sort of, do you know what I mean? So that clips at the top of the pocket and catches that one there, like that. Let's make sure it's stuck down. So that's how that's going to hold up. So you can always just flip that down and then bend it and flip it up like that to close it. So I'm going to leave that on there. Actually, I'm going to pop it on this side, I think. So that's not in the middle of the book, so it doesn't make it too bulky. Doesn't that look nice? And then tomorrow we're going to go in and embellish this, because I want to put maybe a little bit of lace or something in there. Or maybe not underneath, because as we flip it down it's going to get stuck. So I'm going to, so I don't make that mistake tomorrow, I'm going to glue that bit down like that. So how simple was that? Let's pop that over there out of the way. So look at this, I think it's just looking fabulous. Right, how much can we get done today, guys? I don't know how long we've already been. Right, this one, I'm thinking of actually sticking this down. What's on this side? Maybe we can. Let's see what we got. Yes, we've got a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Shall we just... going to... Shall I fold that, or shall I just put that on there like that? So it's like a little pocket. It's going to stay. I'm going to just... I like these roses, so let's do it this way. Let's bend that over. And then this. We'll slide on there. Oops, wrong way. That's got to go on like that, hasn't it? But then again, look, I folded it and the roses are the wrong way around, so that's not going to work. So we're going to have to put it like that, aren't we, I think. Let's just, I'm going to cut this. Actually, I'm going to tear it. I want to tear it so it goes lower than this. Just so you've got that sort of tear marks on it. And then we've got this little scruffy bit at the top and the bottom. I like that. Look, I got all ink all up my fingernails. A little bit of ink down here. Now, do we leave this open? But I could put a little bit of lace down there tomorrow. I'm going to leave that like that. Don't need to ink that. So we won't see this bit. Let's go in with this. I can ink all of this, not ink it, glue it. There we go. Pop that. Put that on. Like that. And I'm going to glue gun this bit down because I think the glue gun will hold it a little bit better. Let's just squash that down. So we're not going to see that, but we want to make sure it's stuck down properly. Just a minute, so I'm going to glue gun this bit down. Doesn't that look nice? Because these are sort of in strips, so it sort of like works like that. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue there. Oops, my glue gun wire is not quite long enough. And we will just stick those down like that. So we have another lovely little sort of tuck spot in here, don't we? So this will just, we can tuck some things in. So if we've got time, I'll go through it and we'll tuck some bits in into different areas. But loving that. That's looking good. Now we need to put something on here, don't we? What shall we have? What can we do? Shall we have it? We don't really want it to match, do we? We want a little bit. Oh look, this is a lovely one. We could put something like this on and just have a little tucky pocket, which will sort of like go with that one. Do we want to do that, or should we pop it on this side? You could sort of pop it this side, couldn't we? Quite like that. Let's not think, let's just tear. I'm going to just go to that bit. Is that going to fit? Not quite. I'm going to have to just tear this little bit like that. Lovely. Tomorrow, I think as well, maybe I will get some of my stencils out. Maybe we'll stencil or stamp on those bits. Is that gonna? That's the middle bit. So there we go. And then we've got like a little, I've got this lovely envelope here as well. So I mean that would fit in there really nicely. Okay, I'm just going to stick that. I'm going to stick this. Okay. This down. And again, we can always add a little bit of trim or something down there tomorrow. Oops. Oh, we've got a little bit of gun glue hanging out there. Okay, perfect. Super simple. Now, the other thing as well is making little sort of tabs we could put on here, couldn't we? Maybe we could do some like little fabric ones, or just little ones like this that come out. Oh, that's a nice colour. Let's just make a little, then we could dingle-dangly something off it, couldn't we? Unless I just use a paper clip. We could just pop a little paper clip in here, couldn't we? One of our little dingly ones. Because then that will go with the roses on there. And that will go in there. And still pop something into that pocket. We can... Yes, I kind of like that. And that, you can see that there. Maybe I want one that's a little bit more... Maybe we'll go with this one. Because this has got a big sort of dangle on it. That's kind of nice, isn't it? And that can just fit in there. Like that. And then when we tuck something in there, this paper clip will hold it. Do you know what I mean? What I mean? So that will go in there. So if you've got a biggish pocket and you've got a paper clip on it, that's going to hold it in. And then as it goes there, you can see this dangling down through there. Oh, I kind of like that. There we go. That's that one done. I'm going to leave that one in there as well. So what's we got here? Let's put you over there, out of the way. Let's see what we can do on these bits. Right, let's get going again. Do we need to add this, or do you think we should wait and put some fabric on this one as a little fabric pocket? Let's have a little, I don't want to go into my fabric. I'm trying not to do that. Right, let's have a think. Should we make that into a tuck, or should we make that into a little sort of half pocket, half tuck? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut this. So this line just here. I'm going to cut down there. Like that. I'm going to take my little punch and we're going to make this into a little pocket. Where's my inky bit? So this one can open out, and this is going to be a little pocket like that. I think that's going to look lovely. Or, Josh, I mean, you could have it going this way. I kind of like it going this way. And let's just put a little bit of glue down through there. So yeah, look at when you've got your papers in there, look at where you could sort of cut. If you've got some sort of like collage papers, you can see where you can cut it, and then you can add things to that. So I'm going to, where's my corner punch? Oh look, I can use my new one. Oopsie daisy. With these, look. This is my journal say one. Let's pop some pretty little corners on that. Ink those a little bit. See, that's quite nice, isn't it? So that, we can have a little something in there. This, I think, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop a little booklet in there. I think we need some coffee stain paper, which I have got in here. Let's do that. Let's make some room. Right, so we need sort of double that, don't we? So it wants to be like that. Will that do both if I do that? Yes, it will. Okay. Let's do that. Pop this in there. Sure. Let's pop it onto this one and tear that down. And then bend that in half. Tear this down like that and just pop that in. Okay. Super simple little booklet, and then we can get a little paper clip and hold that like that. Or I might put a little tabby thing on here. I'm going to, how are we going to attach this? Shall we just make some little holes? That's what we shall do. Right. Okay, so I've just got my needle. I have just got some wax thread, and we are just going to do a little tie-in on here, I think. I know I said it's a no sew, so you can staple it if you want to, but I think this will look really nice just sewn in there, so we can have a little dingly dangly bit off there. So let's just see what we can do quickly. Just another little idea. Let's just clip that on there so we know. I need to take my book out, so I need something to go into, if you know what I mean. Where's my awl? I'm just going to make a little hole there and a little hole there. There we go. Yeah, sorry guys, it was supposed to be a no-sew journal, wasn't it? But this is a little embellishment bit, so I think it doesn't count. So I'm going to go this way because I want it to be on the outside. So I'm just doing two. I'm not doing a pamphlet stitch. I'm just going in and out like that. And then I'm going to just take that, let's clip that together. Wrap that round a couple of times. Like that. I'm going to just do it if I can. This is wax thread, so it's pretty good for tying, but again, use embroidery thread or anything if you haven't got wax thread. Not that I'm doing a very good job at tying this. There we go. Pop that down and pull that. Fabulous. And then we've got a little dingly dangle if we want to add something to that. Let's cut that bit. Oh, oopsie daisy. Let's cut that bit off. Open that up, and then we've got a little journaling spot there. And then we can have, what I was thinking actually is I might put some little beads on there, is get another piece of something. We want something which has got, oh, here we go. This will do. Attach this here and just have a little Velcro on this bit, so you just lift it up. What do you think? Do you think that would work? I think that would probably work, wouldn't it? Let's give it a go. I'm going to cut that off. I don't really want to fold it. So let's just cut that. What's this shape? Oh, that's kind of nice. Oh, that's perfect, actually. That's a perfect. Oh, that, isn't it? Look at that. That's lovely. Right. Need a little bit more ink on here. Sorry, I was just supposed to be making pockets and tucks, but I got a little bit waylaid there. But it's good. That's good. Gives you another little idea. So I'm going to glue this bit down with some glue and then get my little Velcro tabs. Where have I put those? Here they are. They're never that far away from me. So I'm going to stick one on the end here, like that. Oh look, that's pretty. That would have been nice, wouldn't it? That's got roses on. Bit late now. Let's use a little bit of 3-in-1. Stick this little bit down. So stick your little tab on with a little sticky bit on there, and then it can all go on together like that. Super, super duper. So I'm going to just leave that for a second. This, we can pop something in there. Don't know whether we've got anything. I need to make something. I need to make a tag. So you could even pop something in there. If you had something quite big, that would hold it closed as well. But, you know, you can lift this off like that. Open that up. You've got your little thingy-majiggedy, and then we could have a tag or something in there. So maybe I'll make something for it in there. But look at that. Fabulous. And then once this has got something hanging on it, it will weight that down. So look at that. That's completely different, isn't it? So I think I'm going to leave that and put some fabric on this side. That's lovely. We like things that are different, don't we? So this one, this is the one where I wasn't quite sure which side to have that, but I'm loving this. And that's got, oops, if I stuck that down, oh, got a bit of glue on there. That's that side. I'm like this. I do like that. Shall we have a little tuck in that one, or on that one spare? Well, we had that one going that way, didn't we, on that one? So maybe we'll do something like that so it opens out. What do you think? Pop a few little pockets in here, and then this can be for writing on. Do we want this way or this way? Well, we're going to put pockets on here anyway. Let's do that. Let's find some pretty paper. Let's use this one up. Shall we have stacked ones on top of each other so we can fit as much in as possible? Might be a good idea. Where does that go? So it needs to be, I'm going to take a little bit off either side because I would like that rose on there. Now I mustn't forget to put the stuff in that I've got in front of me. So that goes there. So we've got all those bits to put in. So this is where I get lots and lots of, oh actually I might leave that. That's kind of nice, isn't it? What should we do with this? Should we just make a big, what have we got up here? that fit in there? Not quite, will it? Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. We've got these though, haven't we? Oh, I like that on there. That looks really nice. Shall we make a little... See, I've just gone from one thing to another then. Should we do a little flip across there? Or up like that so we can write on the... Or like that. Or like that. Which way shall we go? I think I'm going to do that, you know. And I'm going to take this... like that, take my scissors, fold this in half, like that, and then we can just stick this on like that. Perfect, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Let's use some of this so it's nice and sticky. Oops. Excuse me. There we go. So that's on there like that. And then this can stick on there like that. And then we've got this to lift up and down. Oh, I like that. I do like that. Okay, let's put this. Make sure we're sticking it in the right place. Like that. There we go. Perfect. Do you think I need to put something on there to hold it for a minute? Let's just put there so it doesn't fall off. Hold that glue on for a second. Love that. Love that. Lovely. Right, let's get back to this one that I got waylaid from. This can go on there. I like this as well, but I'm just thinking about having it. I'm liking the rippy bits at the moment for some reason. I think this paper sort of like lends itself to that. Where's my ink gone? Okay, let's see. What can go on? I'm going to put that like that. What's this piece? Should we put that a little bit higher and have another little pocket? That's what I'm going to do. We're going to have 2 pockets on here. Just think that down. So, shall I leave that so it goes? I think I'll do that. So it's just going down one side. These will look a lot better as well once we've added lacy bits and things like that. So I'm trying to sort of, you know, get as much done as I can. Let's go a little bit higher, don't we? So this will stick down. And then by having the 2 sides open, you can fit something just slightly bigger. I know it bends here, but you can fit something just slightly bigger in there. Just what I mean, I'm just using these as an example, but that will just about fit. So, which is good. And then I'm going to put this one, oops, I've got a pin there, like this. And then I can pop a little bit of lace here, something dingly dangling down there. Yes. So this is why we have no rules on this journal. Just do what you like. Pop little bits in wherever they go. Right, what did I say I was going to do with this bit? So this bit's going to flip over, isn't it? To do something. Let's see what we can do on this. Which way round? See, if I use that as a tuck, you need something really thin to go in there. And also that side as well. So what can we do with this, unless I just leave it to open out and tuck in like that. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. Not quite sure what to do with that side. So let's go into this. This is beautiful. Love this page. So we've got all of these lovely lovelies, haven't we? So this, would that fit in there? It would poke out just a little bit, wouldn't it? I think this needs to go on a bigger page. I don't want to cover anything up. Oh, we're not too far away from the back. I don't know how long we've been. It's going to be a long video, guys. Do you know, I could. This. Right. So if this goes on, it doesn't have to. It could stick out, couldn't it? Maybe not. Let's try something else. Oh, we've got these, look. I think everything's a little bit big. I suppose you could have that on there. That would stick on there, and that would be really nice, actually. So we've got that on there. That goes really well. Did I have some more? Sure, I had another few of these in here somewhere. Oh, I've got the little diddy ones. Look at that. Maybe I'll have a little small one up here. Oh, that's a lovely page. Oh, I got a couple actually. You could put them on there like that. That looks nice, doesn't it? I like that. And then this can be a pocket. I'm going to stick these down completely, so these have got a pocket on there. For this one, I'm going to stick just the two sides. Okay, like that idea. I'm going to stick it down with a 3-in-1. And what I need to do is just mark wherever my pencil's gone. Just there. Just so I know where to end the glue so it doesn't all go everywhere. So if I pop some glue along here, like this. And pop that on. It's kind of nice if this little bit of lace sort of like pokes out the bottom, doesn't it? That's about right, isn't it? There we go. So then we've got the pocket there and we've got a little tuck in there. Love it. Okay. And these ones, I'm going to stick the whole back piece down. Oops, I could have used my tacky glue. I'm going to use my tacky glue actually. So that can go there. Because I'm limited on my 3-in-1. Let's just glue this. Put that down. Like that. Lovely. Oh, I like that page. Is that a little bit wonky? I think that's right. And then, right, so I might do something a little bit fabricy on this one, on this bit. Oh, I love it. I love it. I think that's going to look really nice. So even this little envelope can go in here. It could actually do that, couldn't it? Do you know what I mean? Are we going far enough? Not quite. Bit too flowery and flowery, I think. I think that's a bit too... Oh, that could go on there, though. Could go on that one, couldn't it? let's have a look. What else have we got? Right, let's pop you in there. We need to put something on here. I like this one. I don't want that to stick down. Right, oh, this is, did I do this on Instagram? I can't remember, but that goes with this blue, look. What do you think? I like that, because this is, the only thing with this, I did it with the white background, and I don't like the white background on that, so I'm going to give that one a miss. What else have we got in here? This is a Friday freebie. Look at that, that's pretty funky to go in there, isn't it? I like that. What can we use that for? A little pocket? Can make this into a little pocket in there, because that actually fits on that page really well, doesn't it? And what I'm going to do actually make a notch on this bit so we know it's a pocket. Where's my little thingy-jig? I never know where these things are going to take me, you know, guys. So let's just ink that little bit. This is going to sit on there. It needs to come out just a fraction. Can you see? And then we've got a little pocket in there. And then we can embellish this. And then we've got our lovely little house on there. I love this. It's fabulous, isn't it? So that's, I'm going to glue. Right, I'm going to, this is quite hard. This is quite hard, so I'm going to actually glue gun this way. Down along that bit and down along there. So that can stick on like that, because it's quite a heavy bit of card. I've used that. So, you know, and then we've got our little pocket there. And that works really well. Oh, I do like that. What about this? What do you think? Oh, look at this. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Right. Let's see what we've got. So this bit flips out. I might have to finish some of this tomorrow because we are running out of time, aren't we? It's going to be a long video. This one, what was I going to do with this? I completely forgot. So we've got this. Let me open that out. Got this beautiful page on here. What can we put on here? Well, maybe this will go on. What do you think? It needs to go on this side, doesn't it? Like that, so it pulls out like that. What about this? Yeah, that's the wrong way. So this can go onto there. We've got all those lovely embellishments on there. Just need to ink this a little bit on there. Like that. So that does that. Perfect. So should we have another pocket? Why not? You could have a little pocket, and then we could have a little paper clip there to hold that. What's on that side? Nothing's on that side. Nothing's on there, so that's what we're going to do. Lots of lovely little pockets. Okay, which way? So we need to do this way, don't we? Down through here and along like that. Oops. Right on the edge, like that. And then that just lifts out, and then we've got a little tucky spot in there. What's that one poking out? Love it. Love that, love that, love that. Right, now I just want to think what I was going to do with this page. We need to cover this, don't we? And then that's the back page where we've got this little pocket in the back here. So I wanted to put a little bit of lace or something down here, but I want to put something on here. What do we have? I've got lots of lovely bits and pieces that I've made on here. We could have some more tags, or have this lovely envelope, couldn't we? That needs to be on its own somewhere. Not quite sure what to do with this bit now. Unless I do my little Velcro thingy-majiggies and put those there. And then it can just open out. Okay, not quite sure about that one. But I do know I want to cover this back piece. Let's see. Right, this is white on the back. So that is pretty, isn't it? That go through the whole thing? Oh, this blue then, that goes with that, doesn't it? Okay, I'm not going to do both. I'm going to just do this one piece with a border around it. I'm going to just stick this down completely, but I need a little bit of ink amongst all my mess around me. Right, I want to try and get this last little bit down, and then we will call that a day. I will just give you a quick flip through of what we've done, and then I will get myself sorted out so we can get a video done for tomorrow, and we will get the fabrics and laces and things out. Right, this is going to stick on there. Now I do want to, I'm just going to put this down. I'm going to use, actually, where's my little, here we go, this one, just so we're around the edges. Just ink that a little bit. This one doesn't leave marks, if you know what I mean. If you use the other one, this blends a lot nicer around the edges. It gives you a nice little blendy bit. Would like to sort of go in here, if that's possible. Okay. Let's stick this on. That's better. Right, this is going to be covered, the whole thing. I'm not going to leave pockets or anything, I just want the whole thing covered. Stuck down, I mean, not covered. Okay, where's my little tool? Brush that on to here. Lift that up. There we go. That's a lovely back page. Now, this, is that a different piece? Yeah. This piece, or shall I just have a piece on that bit? I want a different piece, I think I want a little bit of roses on this one. Let's go this way. A little bit of rose in between. Let's just ink this bit. A little bit of white showing on there. Let's just snip that. Like this. That can go on there because when you close that you can just see that little bit and it's all sort of rosy. And I'm still not quite sure what to do with that bit, but we will come up with something, I am sure, at some point. Let's just glue this down. There we go. You can see the ink coming, blending together there. This is why it's not a good idea to use one that's got you printed on the back, because it does go a bit smudgy. But how lovely, that does look good, doesn't it? Right, I think I'm going to leave that, and we're going to have like, I'm not going to Velcro it down, I think I'll just paper clip that down so this can open out and we'll have something in here. I'm not quite sure what we can maybe have. Will these fit? Oh, not quite, not quite. We could have little pockets or something in there, couldn't we? Don't have anything sort of small enough. We've got this little lady. Oh, she's a paper clip. I think she might stick out the top too much on that one. But anyway, guys, I think we'll have to do some of this tomorrow because we are pretty long video, isn't it? Right, let's just give a quick flip through. Let's take these off. So what have we done? We opened up this, we put this on here, didn't we? So we've got a little pocket in the back, and this opens up, so love that. We've got our little pocket here, our little tuck. This can now come off, and I expect, look, that can sit in the pocket then. Let's take that paper clip off. That's lovely. That's lovely. So this is flips up, that flips down. We've got something to put in there. Maybe I'll go through this later and add a few bits to show you tomorrow. We've got a little flip there, we've got a little tuck there. This I would like to put some fabric on, so we'll do that tomorrow. Maybe I'll add a few little bits on there. I might tie that a little bit tighter, it's a little bit loose. That opens up, we've got a lovely little journaling spot there. Again, if you didn't want to sew, which I could have done it differently, I could have put like a little notelet thing on there instead of tying it in, but I love that. We've got a little pocket there, which I'll find something to pop in there. This flips up, which I love, and I might actually pop something down here. I might have a little pad of paper or something under that. This has got a little pocket there, not quite sure what we're going to do with that bit yet. We've got these lovely little pockets. This is another little pocket, we need to put something in there. This is the little flip out, so this has got pockets and flips. This is a little tuck, that's a little tuck in there. This pulls out, love that, love that. So I think we've done pretty well today. We've done lots and lots, and we've got a lot of pockets in there. So fabulous, look at that, I love it. So tomorrow I might just have a few little plays in it tonight and just finish a few bits off, which I can show you tomorrow, just so it's not taking too long. And then we will add some embellishments with the lace and all the pretty bits tomorrow. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've got some ideas there which you'll be able to incorporate into your journals. And remember, there are no rules. You do however you like to do it. So thank you so much. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.